Boy, boy! Oh my goodness, welcome back. But you're wrong, Zudisha. This is Luffy. This is my Luffy.
Boom! Shakalaka turner!
Welcome back to the Millennial Classics, y'all. My name is Q. On this show, we do millennial reviews and classic reactions. We're back doing our One Piece thing. It is a special bit that we're about to do here. I'm going to do 3 to 4 episodes. It is impossible to not know that Gear 5 is coming. And I'm pretty sure it's this episode or the episode after. But I just wanted to just take a moment. I feel like we need a moment of silence. I feel like we need just to soak this situation in. Soak this thing that is One Piece. Just like kudos to Oda, right? When I first started One Piece, I kind of ran through all of the episodes up until Fishman Island, and that's where I caught up to the weekly. And ever since then, right? Like I know like the situation, I can remember the time when I first saw Luffy with his fucking Conqueror's Hockey after the 2-year skip and he knocked down 50,000 fishmen. I remembered what that felt like. I remember that shit. When he heard the whispers from those great big fish, whatever the giant fish, when he heard Zunisha, I remember how I felt when I saw Gear 4th for the first time. Snake Man versus Katakuri for the first time. I remember how I felt when it was Roof Piece, and I was like, this is the most amazing fucking anime in the history of anime. You remember these moments that you're feeling, the situation, what was happening. And this is obviously one of those times. And it's just, show's been going on for forever long. It is episode 1070. It's like, it's insanity, right? It's insanity. I'm just very excited. All right. I'm very excited for Gear 5th. I'm ready to see what it is. I've heard all the hoopla. I've tried to stay away from the spoilers, which is nearly impossible. But yeah, let's get into it. I love this. I love this. We've got to live until we die. That is a speech. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. For a long time, I thought that Yamato was a bit too silly for my liking. You see my like fucking angst that I have with Kinemon, especially with him farting and talking through his butt cheeks. I love the silliness of One Piece, but I also want the person to be a fully evolved like thing, right? So I can understand the character. And for a long time, Yamato calling herself Oda, it seemed a little too far for my grasps. I've come to like it. But this speech right here, that's it. This is what a character is. She says, let's live until we die. What's the point of living if you're going to be a slave? She is Oda. This is the closest to death. I know we are to believe, like this in this episode, we are to believe that Luffy is done. This is the closest Luffy has ever been to death. So I really need to understand what this hearing is that Momo and Luffy have. You know, the sixth sense that they have. I don't know if it's like, is it like observation haki to its max? Or is it something else? Because now Momo's hearing Luffy's voice? Or maybe in the folks who have the ability to talk to Zunisha and shit, their voices are on a little... Oh, go fuck yourself, narrator. Fuck you. Oh, here's the boy. Let him get fucked up. He's just accepting it. He's taking it. Finish him. Death. Yeah. He knows he's going home solo. All of his pals, his CP0 pals. I don't know, man. The government's looking weaker and weaker. The more I see, the more of these emperors and just their crews, the government's looking real weak. I mean, for real, though. Can any of the admirals keep up right now? The admirals couldn't touch Kaido, right? Like, that's just... We know that for a fact, right? Look at him. The punch we never got to see. Truth is, it wouldn't have been enough. Like, we know this, right? So what is it gonna do now? Oh, Momo better watch out. Because if Kaido's sober now, he's done fighting, he's bored. It's a decent point. I mean, there are quite a few people still in the castle. It's one way to look at it. Oh, damn. Homie's just coming in, guns blazing. So Kaido's the one that announces Luffy's death instead of that little lady. Not my Luffy, not the captain of the Straw Hats. Kaido's wild, bro. The dude's wild. The scabbards, right? The samurai, all of the fucking worst generation were like a mix of them. Yamato, all of these motherfuckers came at him tonight. And he's like, bring it on. Wait, what'd she just say? Even if he's been killed, he'll never die?
Bruh.
God damn, bro. Yo, Nami. Talk your shit, Nami. Talk your shit. Kaido is ruthless. This motherfucker is ruthless. You don't believe me? Let me show you a thing or two. Dad. I love that so much, that what Nami just said. I'm not gonna be soft? That's Kaido's version of soft, what Orochi was doing to the fucking country? Everyone's a slave. Jesus Christ. I mean, that is like ultimate power, rule with an iron fist. Your children's children will die in despair. When you're done working, just roll over and die because that is your life. I mean, damn. Oh, now these motherfuckers want to get hyped. Now they want to start fighting. Oh, they still got some strength left. Well, they have to do what they have to do at this point, right? Because Kaido's talking about these motherfuckers specifically about them being the slaves. The worst generation here? If not death. I love this. I love this. We've got to live until we die.
Yes, queens! Slay your enemies!
She says, let's live until we die. What's the point of living if you're going to be a slave? You've got 20 years of Wano's past on your shoulders. Instead of surrendering, let's die together. Fuck. She is Odin. These two are beat. Like, they're actually beat. I'm gonna eat them all. Keep your word, Luffy. Come back to us, Luffy. We saw Zunisha smile. You guys. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, what is going on? The drums of liberation. First time in 800 years. There's light in Zunisha's eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit. Hey!
Oh my dog! What's up?
Zunisha smiles, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, Zunisha always seemed like this very sad, like, cursed to walk the fucking oceans. And yes, you have this majestic, magical island on your back, but Zunisha always seemed like this dour, sad thing. And obviously, because it had no eyes, soulless. Zunisha smiled. Also, you saw the light come back in Zunisha's eyes. And Luffy is Joy Boy. There's so much I want to think about right there. Okay, so the drums of liberation, that's what they heard. And hearing the drums of liberation is why they said, those drums, I haven't heard it in 800 years. It's Joy Boy, welcome back. Is that just Luffy's fucking... that's the thing. I don't know what the sixth sense hearing the ether of these majestic giant animals power is. Is that a part of Conquerors? But I don't think so, because Momo doesn't have Conquerors, right? It's just this elevation of personhood in the One Piece world. And is that where they're hearing the drums of liberation? Next episode, Luffy's Peak. Oh, here we are. This is Gear 5, boys. That sounds so... Luffy's Peak. Attained. Yeah, it's... Oh. So Gear 5th, we have to assume it's his awakening, right? So Gear 5th is the awakened gear, right? So let's fucking go. Welcome back to life, Zunisha. I can hear him too, baby. Oh my god, you guys. Boy! Oh my goodness, welcome back. But you're wrong, Zunisha. This is Luffy. This is my Luffy. Another name for the Gomu Gomu fruit? Human fruit? It's got the same fruit as Chopper? Mythical type? Nika. Uh-huh. The warrior of liberation. Nika the sun god? Oh, I see. I see. Drop that beat, Koromusaki. You guys, this is beautiful. Go fuck yourself, Orochi. You're insane, bro. He's insane. He's delusional. Or just desperate. And him. And his. It's insane. It truly is one of the most beautiful backstories we've had in One Piece. That goals right there, motherfucker. It's off. It's the end. Kozuki Hiyori. It's outdated? Are you insane? That's your entire life story. Back to his orders. Back to his fucking stories. Oh, fuck. Yeah. How strong are you now, Negro? Oh, shit. You guys, this music. The rhythm of liberation, the drums of liberation. Oh, my God. I think it does make sense that Orochi was right before we get to Kaido, but we're in it now. We are here to see what we've been waiting for I don't know how long Wano's been, 2 years, but we are here for it. Oh my goodness. There we go. I see that new card. Gang, gang. Oh, Luffy Supreme, bro. Oh. Oh! These drums are gonna make every OST, every theme song so much better. Muscles. Oh, damn. Oh my goodness. You guys, I have very mixed feelings. Very mixed feelings. I'm not sure yet. Are we to believe that this is from Luffy's perspective, or is this what's happening? I mean, he can still take damage, right? What is going on? No way. He can bounce back a blast breath? Guys, I'm a little confused, but that was insane. So it has to be what's actually happening, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful, though. Look at him. Yeah, because Kaido and Luffy legitimately had some real goddamn blows. Like blow for blows. Like they're not touching, splitting the sky blows. So this has just been greatness. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though. I am confused by Gear 5th. Just very much wow. It's the sun god, but it's the human fruit mythical type, right? Because Chopper has the human fruit. We have to just all be aware of this. Is the fruit, it has its own will, right? Is the fruit evading the Navy? Is that even possible? But Zunisha thinks that this is Joy Boy. I thought Joy Boy was the fucking, like, the man. Not the idea, not the spirit, not like the will of D. It's the Nika, sun god, human type mythical Zoid. That is just so much. I'm legitimately confused, but like I have to say the thing. I don't know what I'm looking at when I'm seeing Gear 5th. If this is just Luffy's perspective on how the fight is going, doesn't matter how the fight ends if he comes out as the winner. Or is this actually what's happening? And it's so difficult to understand because all of these different fruits, their version of awakening is like controlling the nature of the world, but in your fruit's perspective, right? I don't know how else to describe awakening. If he is the sun god and Gear 5th is the awakening version of the Gomu Gomu fruit, the sun god fruit, then he gets to change the nature of the fucking battlefield, of wherever he is. So it has to be what's actually happening, and it's not just us seeing it from Luffy's perspective, which is amazing, which is literally godlike power. Am I crazy when I'm like looking at Luffy and sometimes it looks like he's turning Super Saiyan with the gold background? Every time he did that thing when it was a close-up to his head, it looked like he was turning Super Saiyan. But then he get that fucking aura blast shit that just is Dragon Ball Z, like, it gave me that high again. I am torn about this fruit. A lot because I don't understand it. Also because I honestly feel like I'm in a different anime when they're doing it. I was just complaining earlier about how I'm not a big fan of the silliness when it gets to like epic silliness. Of course it makes sense that someone who's like the ultimate version of a rubber fruit, of the silliness, of the YOLO-ness of Luffy, that extreme, would be considered a different anime. But it feels like I'm watching a different anime when I'm seeing Gear 5th. And I love One Piece. I don't want to watch a different anime. This sucks to say. I'm obviously going to watch this next episode to see if it grows on me. And I hate to say that I need it to grow on me. But when I saw Gear 2nd, I was like, this is the most badass shit. Motherfucker is steaming, moving at light speed. That was my reaction to Gear 2nd. When he turned to Gear 4th Bound Man, I was like, this motherfucker is here to stay. Like Whitebeard's level of strength. Snake Man is this like this Gear 2nd feel, but at an ultimate level. Future sight levels of speed. And Gear 5th, I'm confused. The Gorosei said that the fruit will make you smile. Yes, it made me smile, but I am confused, you guys. And I hate that I am, but I am. It's exciting. I love the idea, and it makes sense, like, in the story. But maybe I'm just, like, built to believe in like the Shonen Jump, like stereotypical superhero where they have like ultimate power and it's like all badass. But this is not an average Shonen Jump action anime adventure hero. This is Luffy. All he wants is freedom. So it makes the most sense changing the world into just this goofy, laughable, but I'm still gonna whip your ass version of animation. It's a lot. I do have to sit with it. But those are my honest, like, first time seeing Gear 5th feels. And I feel like a party foul for feeling it, but it's fucking true. Let's see it in action. Let me see him really go into it. The Zone human fruit. Mythical type. Model. Nika. I gotta say it, right? Like, Nika kind of sounds like the N-word, right? Like, if you roll it off the tongue. And I only bring that up because Joy Boy's heartbeat or the drums of liberation or the music that comes with Gear 5th, that is straight African. I'm telling you, Joy Boy is African. Oh, at least Joy Boy, the previous Joy Boy was. 1,000%. Joy Boy has the drums on point. And the thing that like tips me off that Joy Boy is 100% African, his best buddy is an elephant. Where else are you seeing ginormous elephants? I don't know why that just came to me, but just the music, that drums, the drums of liberation. Gear 5th. No problem, Kaido. And I love how he keeps laughing. We've been waiting so long for this. What are you talking about, Luffy?
Were you killed?
Sadly, yes, but I lived.
Yep, of course, that's what it is. So Kaido doesn't know about the true fruit power or whatever, but he's smart enough to know that it's not rubber, right? Oh. Oh shit. Oh. Now he knows how it feels. Afraid of death? Oh shit. Look at this. I'm telling you, it's the drums. Oh. This is the beat I wanted.
Wow, what a freak. Looked like a talking penis.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Kaido was saying that a couple of minutes ago. It's those drums that get me. That's my favorite thing about his Gear 5th. It's the drums. The rhythm of Joy Boy.
No, Joy Boy.
As if. That was the key point. As if. That's right. I love that. I love that. I love the ending to that because I was getting a bit confused about I'm confused about everything, obviously, but I didn't like the idea that Luffy is not Luffy because he is Luffy. That's not Joy Boy. Don't tell me Joy Boy had the same life. This is Luffy's life, a very special one at that. So this is when Zunisha finally admits it's as if, not it is Joy Boy. It's just so reminiscent and it's been 800 years for Zunisha. So he's like, motherfucker, are you back? Is this really you, Joy Boy? But he's like, it's as if you're alive, but I can't help but trust him. It feels like fate. And that's key there. That's key. The fruit was evading the Navy. That's fate. That's destiny. That is just not luck. The one time the Navy has it in its possessions, Shanks comes in and steals it. And then it just so happens that Luffy's the one to eat it. It's fate. It's destiny. But as you guys can tell, I'm still lost. The story, the reasons behind it, the lore, the understanding of Gear 5th is much more to me than the actual Gear 5th itself on the screen. I'm here for the fucking ride, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just not my favorite gear. It just isn't. Like, Luffy getting huge is huge. And like at the beginning, he took out a number 1, just being like regular sized Luffy with a Gear 3rd like arm. Now, like, Luffy really is Emperor level, and it's flipped all of a sudden. And he's trying to figure out right now the name of that move. He's fucking glowing. No way out. A hellish scene on Onigashima. You know that form that Goku gets into, and like Dragon Ball Super when he's, I don't know, like the instinct one. That's what he looks like. But like the opposite of instinct, like just creative imagination goofiness. But I'm saying it just flipped. Like right before Gear 5th, the transformation, Kaido was drunk, playing around. Let's laugh to shut up. Jack by Dog Summer. Queen by the man, the myth, the One Piece chef, Sanji. And then the right-hand man, the greatest swordsman alive, Mr. Mosshead himself, the demon, the conqueror's hockey having motherfucking Zoro. Kaido has lost a lot.
But Negro, you enslaved an entire country.
Oh, damn. I love this man. It's still Luffy. As goofy as he is, still Luffy. What's this dude's idea? Let's get the gang back together. Am I right to say that Usopp is the only one that really hasn't had a moment? Even Carrot had a little time to shine. Yeah, a panda bear with a freaking jumpsuit on in a burning castle. What's the plan? Does no one have like a water fruit, ice? Oh, where's Jinbei when you... But he needs water. He needs access to water. Okay, Raizo. Way to step up. That's some real growth on Sanji's part. No like fucking like goofy screen of him like nose bleeding. He's taking charge. Good for you, Sanj. Just run. He's been running since the beginning of Wano. There's no honor in burning to death. It always gets me, right? Like, you know, when you say like we're going to war with someone, you can like will yourself to fight. But when you're dealing with nature, all right, boys, let's do it. Oh yeah, Zoe can do that. That's dope. So he saved some of Zunisha's water. The elephant bath. How bad do you think it's gonna affect some of these devil fruit users, which is like 90% of the people here? Just don't get run out of the castle now. Or the island. I don't know if it's that much water. What was Luffy's idea? Let's see him. Oh, get the hell out of here. He's about to Thor this shit. I enjoyed that episode being the end of this, like, this Gear 5th, because it allowed me to just think while, you know, we solved the rest of the fire problem in the castle. This is just a callback to, like, a something that I spoke on that meant a lot to me for the episode when Big Mom died, fell into the center of the earth after Kid's damn punk shooting laser gun and fucking Law stabbing doing his anesthesia K room down to the center of the earth, which, by the way, I can't give enough kudos for. Yes, Luffy's awakening, Luffy's greatness is just shines much more and is amazing. Law and Kid really came through, right? And I think that order is Luffy, Law, then Kid, and I think that is the situation. But I just went off of a tangent. The thing I loved about that episode was I went on a mini rant on what like power is in like the One Piece world, and how Big Mom was resenting the fact that Roger created this generation, right? All of these emperors, well, basically everyone that is shooting for the I'm the most powerful, so do what I say, like level in One Piece. If you start with the Navy, they believe like the most power is like just Law from their perspective, obviously. If you think about power from Big Mom's perspective, she wants to create a world where it's like the biggest family, and she almost got there. She's like, I need a child with a giant or some shit. I don't know. But Big Mom's version of the world that she would like to create using her power would have been the biggest, happiest family ever. And in Kaido's sense, it was, let's create the biggest, baddest, most insane war ever so I can be that warrior king and hopefully die as a warrior king in Valhalla, or just fucking take the world with me, because that's the kind of monster I am. The reason Big Mom was upset was because she can do all she wants to create the world that she wants, and it's still a corner of the new line, is it the new line, right? The red line, whatever. But Roger took that shit to another level. And like, if power is like making your vision of the world become reality, Roger did that with words, with inspiring a generation of just people. If we are to believe, based on the little that we know, what would Roger's version of a perfect world be, is for everyone to have the freedom of living their best life. And his version of living his best life was being a pirate. So as he died, using the power that he had, he created the world that we are currently in, which is this great pirate era with the worst generation ever. And then Luffy takes it to the next level, where it's not like he is having people live out the life that he imagines this world should be. He gets to create the world, literally create the world with his power. It's so much that I don't know what to do with it, right? Obviously, with like the awakening, it's like you become one with nature, you become one with your fruit, and then you get to control the things around you. And that is fair for all the paramecia awakenings, or however that stuff works. But then you have a god level fruit. So your just creations come to being. It's amazing. It's amazing. The entire thing fits. I'm just not sold on the visual. I think it's fun. And like, the reason I'm talking so much about just trying to put all of this in perspective is because the lore, the story, the characters of One Piece is why I'm here. I had higher hopes for Gear 5th, but maybe it's not for me, which I don't even know what that means in like this kind of story. It is what it is. I'm not a fan, but I love the idea behind Gear 5th. I love the idea behind it. Of course, this is God levels, right? Gods are the prime mover. They're the reason creation is here. So Luffy's awakening is creating the world he wants, he imagines, he likes, and it's goofy and silly and it's fun, but that's not, and like, if you just take a second and just take a breath and just like think of what One Piece is, of course it's fucking silly. Everything about One Piece is silly. The main character, and he's like the silliest of the silliest. But like, seeing it on the screen, on like a positive note, just to end it like this, the fact that Joy Boy's heartbeat is what it is just so beautiful. The drums of liberation, like, I mean, I know there has to be like an intricate history and whatever, but I really do think Joy Boy might have been African, riding Zunisha around like a fucking, like fucking just living it, like Lion King style, just living it, right? And I love that about Joy Boy. I love that about that, just like the lore of the sun god, where he can tell his heart to beat louder. It's beautiful, and it like screams earnestly Luffy. Like, Of course, it makes so much sense. I'm going to sit with this. I'm going to definitely watch these episodes like 3 or 4 more times just to sit with it. But that's out of respect for One Piece. I absolutely love this show. The animation was fantastic. Me not being a fan of the final transformation, his gear fifth, does make me feel some type of way, but I love this show. I love this show. And it sucks to even know that we're coming close to something that is an ending. But like, we've been in Wano for like 7 years now. So Oda's version of an ending is going to be like 5 years from now. So I'm just going to soak this Gear Fifth in as much as I can. And then we'll see you next time to see how it all wraps up. Deuces.